Today, Thursday, the 22nd of August 2024, we have some hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first event of our today's list. Looking at the first pick here, we are looking at China in the Cup. We are looking at the match between Shanghai against Tianjin Tiger. This is in the China FA Cup. First, I will share with you the performance of Shanghai based on recent games they have had. They have shown a very great performance, especially in the Super League. You're going to see, as you can see here, 7-2, 1-0, 8-1, and 5-0 based on recent events they have had. Comparing to that of its opponent, Tianjin Tiger, it shows that they can also score, and also the conceding power is also very high based on recent events they have had. And now, of course, looking at the performance of Shanghai at home, they are very, very offensive based on recent events being played at home. This is a very strong home offensive team. You can see 7-2, 8-1, 5-0, and 5-0, 3-1. Comparing to that of the opponent, which performance at away shows that they concede more goals. And everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in this event in full time. Looking at this particular match event, of course, we want to see that the performance of Shanghai, especially when they come at home, shows a very high offensive power as compared to that of the opponent that shows a high conceding power, especially when they are at away. In other words, Shanghai is a very strong offense team, especially when they play at home, and the rate at which they score is very high. Now, looking at the last performance, these two teams met when Shanghai played away and this opponent at home. Based on the Super League of the last event, Shanghai actually lead by 3-0. That was when it played away. This time, they are coming home, and based on the last event, Shanghai had 17 total shots, and its opponent had a total shoot of 9. And with the 17 total shoot, Shanghai had 7 shots on target and 3 goals. This time, Shanghai is coming home, and we even expect it, since it is coming home and it is a more offensive team, especially when they are at home. We want to look at Shanghai to still lead this match in full time, as well as the possibility of 1.5 goals in full time or 2.5 goals in full time. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at Qatar Star League, a match between Al Sadd against Al Arabi. In this event, I will share with you the performance of Al Sadd, which is the home team. You're going to see that the shows that they are good, 5, 1, 1, and 1. They always try to score at least 1 goal or more in every event. Looking at that of the opponent as well, you can see the score here, a draw here, 4-1, they concede by 3. This time, looking at the performance of Al Sadd at home, you're going to see that the home performance of Al Sadd shows that they are better at home based on recent events they have had. And they have had most games in the club friendly based on recent event at home, and the performance rating was very good. Comparing to that of Arabi, you're going to see that they have also had games in the club friendly, but their performance is very poor. And based on everything in place, this time I'll share with you the stance of these two teams based on the form. You're going to see that the form table will tell you Al Sadd is better. And out of 2 events they have had 6 goals scored and 3 conceded. But that of its opponent, out of 2 events, just 1 goal scored and 1 goal conceded. And everything in place, we'll look at 2 major picks here in full time. Since the performance of Al Sadd, especially in the Conference League, have shown a greater performance, and also, it is going to take that chance that it always performs better, especially when it comes at home. We want to look at Al Sadd to take the lead in full time. Also, since its opponent is not very good in terms of offense compared to that of Al Sadd, we want to look at Al Sadd to lead. And if, as a result, the away team try to see how it can impress, then this is when goals possibility is going to come in. In this case, we'll be looking at 1.5 goals in full time for this event or 2 goals over. Looking at the next, we are looking at Saudi Arabia Pro League, a match between Al Nassr against Raed. First, I'll share with you the event performance of the home team Al Nassr based on recent event. It shows that they are good based on recent event they have had, but also they do concede as much as they can. Looking at that of its opponent, they do also concede based on the event they have had, and they also always try to score. The recent events based on Conference League have shown that they are good, even though they do concede as well. Looking at the form of Al Nassr, especially when they play at home, you're going to see that it shows a great performance in terms of home games they have had. Comparing to that of Raed, you're going to see that the conceding power is also high, and everything being put in place. Looking at the stand, you're going to see that based on the standing table here, based on form, this tournament is also just starting, and it is round 1 of the tournament. In this case, we are looking at 2 major picks here in full time. Since this tournament is just starting, and both of these two teams have tried to perform their almost best in the club-friendly games they have had, as well as the display result have shown that at least they are good at scoring, even though they do concede as well. Since this tournament is just starting, these two teams want to impress, so we don't want to give any favorite here as our pick, but want to look at the possibility of at least 1.5 goal to occur in this match in full time. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at Europe in the Conference League, a match between Legia Warsaw playing against Drita. In this event, this is just the first leg, and looking at the performance of Legia at home, it shows that they are very good, 4-1-1, 6-2, comparing to that of its opponent, which is Drita, based on the way whose performance is not as great as that of Legia. And everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks in this event in full time. For this particular Conference League, of course, Legia Warsaw is a better team. And coming at home, which is not the start of this or the first leg between these two, we want to look at Legia to try every possible best to see how it can lead this match in full time. Or just looking at the possibility of 1.5 goal in full time is also the best pick. Looking at the next pick, we are looking at Europe in the Conference League, a match between FC Copenhagen against Kilmarnock. For this event, of course, looking at the performance of Copenhagen based on the home team they have had, I will share with you, you're going to see that it shows good performance because they always try to score in every event. And looking at that of the matches they have had, especially in the Conference League and also in the Conference League, you're going to see that the performance was good, but compared to that of its opponent Kilmarnock, you're going to see that based on its result they have had in the Conference League as well as in the Conference League, they also showed that they can also score based on matches they have had. And everything in place, we are going to look at 2 major picks in this event in full time. For these 2 events, this is just the first leg, and these two are coming to meet each other. Their performance in the Conference League is not that poor, but of course, it is showing improving. And since these 2 teams are coming to meet each other, we want to look at the possibility of 1.5 goal in full time, and we don't want to give any favorite for this event. And to those of you who want to have access to even more games, as well as matches to top 10, over 1.5 and 2.5 goal match picks, corner kick match prediction events, over 1.5 and 2.5 goal match picks, as well as our list of top 10 match prediction events, which we share to members only, then of course you want to make sure to join to become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan and start to have access to all our hand-picked match predictions to take your winning to the next level. For you to join to become a member, you want to make sure to choose the first link below this video description, click on it and see how you can navigate and subscribe to become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan and start to have access to all the features of our hand-picked match prediction that includes corner kick match prediction events, top 10 over 1.5 and 2.5 goal match picks, as well as the best pick for big league match prediction events. Good luck and see you again from the next upload. And bye-bye for now.